Did you know that Arkansas is the biggest grower of rice in the United States? Then it would be California and then Texas. Another great fact is that the United States exports over half the rice that is grown here, mainly to Mexico and South America, and a little bit to the north into Canada. The United States imports rice from Thailand, India, Pakistan, and Vietnam. And it imports double the amount of rice that is grown here in the United States. The two most popular varieties of rice is brown rice and white rice. Brown rice stored properly will only last 3 years, yet white rice stored properly will last up to 30 years. White rice, cooked then dehydrated, turns this into minute rice, and stored properly can last up to 30 years also. Hey, Bushcraft family, back again for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, or the little tidbit video that I put on the beginning of this video, to give you a little bit more information on rice. And for today on Prep Now, I wanted to go over a few details about rice, because rice is one of the staples of preppers. They tend to store more rice than anything else besides the normal stuff, beans, spam, things like that. And that still doesn't count what you can from your garden and stuff like that. But rice is one of the most important things that preppers go for, because it's usually pretty cheap and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know that in the United States, Arkansas is the biggest grower in the United States. But let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we? I've done a few videos on storing rice in these 24-ounce bottles. Now, people say, why do you do that? And, well, a lot of times you'll see people getting these big giant bags of rice and putting them in 5-gallon buckets in the little Mylar bags and whatnot, and putting a bunch of oxygen absorbers in that. Well, what happens if you open that? Your oxygen absorbers can't take out the air again. So you're stuck with 5 gallons of rice that will go bad in a few years instead of 30, 40 years. So instead of having big amounts of rice that only a couple of people will eat at a time, I store it in these things. Basically what I do, before you do store any rice, you must freeze the rice. And the reason why you freeze the rice is in case there's any eggs from insects from transportation or storage or anything else like that. The eggs can hatch in the middle of your storage and stuff, or it just creates bacteria and ruins your rice storage. So you want to make sure you freeze your rice at least 24 hours before you store it. And like I said, I put oxygen absorbers in here, and this right here, this bottle can last up 30 years or more. And also, like in the video before, if you make minute rice, which is you cook your rice and then you dehydrate it, and it turns it into minute rice, which cooks a lot faster when need be. And it's the same storage length that regular rice is. So it lasts just as long. So it might be something that you think about down the road. As long as you don't add butter or anything like that into the rice, just plain rice, cook it, drain it, all that stuff, and then dehydrate it, and it lasts just as long as regular rice. And that's sometimes good for these small containers like this, because you can just boom, get your rice in 5-10 minutes of cooking and you're done. Um, Another thing is with the brown rice. A lot of people want to store brown rice because it's more healthier and stuff like that. But there's oils inside of brown rice that if you try to store it, the oils will go rancid and ruin your storage. So white rice is always the better way to go. Uh, a lot of rice, white rice nowadays, they add vitamins to it because um, a lot of the rice loses the vitamins from the husking or shelling or whatever it is from it. There are methods where the vitamins and stuff stay in the rice. I'm not going to go into all that detail, but it's always good to do your own research about this stuff, how to store things. Um, like, I'll try to put in my thing up over here somewhere, like how I did these. It's very simple. Just pour it in there, put your oxygen absorbers in there, and tighten the lid as tight as you can. Store it in a cool, dry place, and it'll last. It'll be ready for you if you need it. Um, Again, it's one of the great things preppers prep is rice because it's cheap and everything. But I want to let you guys know that rice will be going up. There's no way around it because we're just not getting enough rice into the country now. Be it storage containers, the ships, the cost of shipping to bring it over here, numerous things. So um, get that rice now before it goes up. By the end of the year, it's going to be whoosh, way up there compared to what it is now. But I just want to let you guys know a little bit about this. Until next time, have a nice day and God bless.